Kristen Stewart, thank you very much for having us today. First of all, congratulations for your performance in Seberg movie. You're great. I love the movie. Had you ever heard about Jean Seberg before having the script, before reading the script, before even being offered the role? Have you ever heard about her?
I had seen only Breathless, so I knew Jean Seberg as the girl in the Herald Tribune T-shirt, and you know, she spoke French with a funny American accent and really like leapt off the screen and felt really like, in a time where actors were more performative, especially in American movies, she was so present and honest and kind of like surprising. Like you never really knew what she was going to do. Yeah. Like she felt like a cat.
Yeah.
But that was it. I didn't know about this period of her life. I didn't realize that
the strong story she had.
Yeah, I didn't. The story that was very ironically and successfully submerged, that people don't know about her. Yeah. People think about Jean Seberg and they think Breathless, and that was the same position that I was in. And then I read the script to find out more, and was really shocked by the sort of tragic nature of what happened to her.
And her involvement in the Black Panthers movement, and the fact that she gave money to this movement. Yeah,
at that time there was an enormous war against Black people that, to be honest, is still happening.
Of
course. She was always championed equality, and she wasn't like standing on soapboxes screaming about it. She was just donating to activist groups and Black nationalist groups, one of which is the Black Panthers. Yeah.
Obviously, some people will notice some similarities between you and your career and Jean Seberg and her career. What do you think you have more in common with Jean Seberg?
I think she had this sort of impulsive nature. I think that she was, albeit idealistic and naive sometimes, everything she did came from a very honest and like well-intentioned place, and she really liked people. Yeah. She was a good person.
Yeah. She wanted to like deliver a message, maybe, to be someone who helps some.
She wanted to be relevant, and not because it was self-serving in any way. It wasn't because she wanted to be important.
Yeah.
She really believed in her. She really,
she wanted to be useful.
Yeah. She had strong ideas, and she wanted to represent those ideas in the way that she did her work.
Let's go back to your career. You are about to be awarded here in Deauville with a talent award for your career. You are only 29 years old, but you have been playing in movies for 20 years now. How do you consider what you have accomplished already as an actress? Are you proud of yourself? Are you satisfied with what you've done already?
Yeah, I'm going to tap out. I think I'm done. I think I've done it, you know? Satisfied.
You're satisfied?
No, I'm kidding.
No, but you could be satisfied and maybe full of enough joy and pleasure.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. No, I'm very fulfilled. Yeah. I've been lucky enough, and this is a really profound claim. I've been so completely stimulated and fulfilled since I was 9 years old with the opportunity to tell stories. And so yeah, it's kind of baffling. I don't know what I would do without it.
But do you have any goal as an actress? Maybe being someone, some character you haven't been able to play already? No. Being awarded for an Oscar, for instance, do you have that kind of goal?
No, genuinely not. I don't know what's going to happen, and that's how I like it. I have no. My goals are experiential. My goals are to be spending my time feeling turned on and activated, and art is a weird thing. It kind of goes through you. It's like you always feel lucky that it happened to you.
Yes.
So there's really no way to plan for that. I just wrote a movie I can't wait to direct, and that's a kind of different impulse, but still a similar one that obviously requires more thought and planning, whereas being an actress, you just remain faithful to instinct and be present and honest and just go for it and kind of lose control a little bit. It can happen.
But you are not fed up with acting?
No, not at all. I love it. Okay. No, I really, really love it.
You still could die for that?
Yeah.
As you said?
I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to die.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like
it's an image.
It's a good way of communicating that idea. Yeah.
I read that sometimes you had chosen to refuse to perform some characters, even if you knew they were good, they were good ones, just because, as you said, you did not feel to play them. What does make you accept a specific character? What does you make say yes to this one and not this one?
It's a kind of impossible to describe. They're just it's a huge responsibility. You can't tell a filmmaker who's taken years of their life to write something, put together a story. The time and the effort that leads up to this first day of shooting is immense. And unless you think you can do it, or unless it is in your body, somehow physically you've responded to a character, you cannot very well take the part. It's just like, it's an irresponsible, reckless thing to do. And I never know if I'm going to be able to deliver, but like there's just a certain feeling, this hungry feeling that you get. Like if you read something and you go, I need to chew on every one of those words, and I need to put those shoes on, and I need to run around the block. Now.
In the movie À bout de souffle, Breathless, there is a scene in which the guy who loves Jean Seberg character, he asks her, don't you want to know the future? And she said, yes, I do. So can I ask you the same? Do you want to know what you will become?
No, I don't think so. I feel like that would kind of mess with the process of getting there. It's also a hypothetical that's kind of perplexing me right now because I need more details. I'm like, hold on, like how much do I know? Like at what point do you stop knowing? Like do you, like also like when is it over? Like ultimately, like how far down the line? Like are we talking about death? Like are we talking about like how, like what you accomplish before you actually pass away? Or like no, I mean I think if I were to like answer that in a more ambiguous and like lofty way, I would say like I do not need to know what's coming. I think when you relinquish kind of control and like overt planning is like when really cool things can happen, and you kind of have to subject yourself to the unknown, you know?
Yeah. A few years ago, Jodie Foster and more recently Olivier Assayas, they predicted that you will definitely become a filmmaker. Is that what you aim at, you dreamed about the most?
I don't know. I mean, I think I go 100% into whatever I'm doing at the time. I've just finished the adaptation for the movie that I'm going to direct. And I don't have like financing or anything like that, but I can assure you I'm going to make that movie next year. And it will have all of me. Acting is a weird thing because it requires other people. I have no characters that I want to play. I will never be able to plan for that. It's always a very surprising thing when some story or character is presented and you get that hungry, compulsive feeling to play it. I don't know how long that's going to last.
Yes.
But I've had it since I was a little kid and it's never gone away. So it would be kind of shocking if all of a sudden I didn't care. I don't draw a huge distinction between acting and directing. It's a completely different job, but the impulse is still the same.
It's maybe too early now to answer this question.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be my last question. It's a funny one. You have a special link, a special relationship with France, and I've heard that you also love cooking. Is there any French meal that you do and you love it?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let me see. I think there are probably like some French influences in some of the stuff I make. I don't know if I make a particularly French dish. But I mean, I've learned a lot by eating here. I think if you like food,
the way to taste the wine, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely the Bordeaux on Air France is really killer. Let me tell you, I've had it a lot. I know it like the back of my hand.
They will be happy to know that.
No, but I think if you like food,
like
if you really dig it, you know how to make it. Like and so eating here has definitely been like some of the best experiences I've had with that.
Thank you very much for this interview. Thank you very much for your words.
Of course, yeah.